Kai was a 20-year-old young man, living in a rented apartment in Greenwich Village, New York, where the energy and hustle of the big city permeated every breath. He possessed all the potential of a new generation prodigy. A sharp mind, excellent writing skills, and a prestigious place at New York University. But Kai's life was defined by a single phrase: later. He always had good intentions. He would start his unfinished novel tomorrow. He would study for his financial analysis exam tonight. He would call his grandmother after watching this episode. Later was the soothing mantra, a sweet opiate that turned golden hours into invisible dust. Kai's phone screen was the most vivid world, while the real world outside his window, vibrant and full of opportunities, was just a blurred background. He always felt that time was infinite, a bottomless bank from which he could withdraw whenever he needed. One late autumn afternoon, while avoiding writing his most important semester essay, Kai wandered down the old West Village neighborhood and accidentally stumbled upon a quiet alley. There, he found a small, unmarked clock shop. Only a dusty pane of glass hinted at hundreds of ancient timepieces, from stately pendulum clocks to exquisite pocket watches. The shop owner was an old man named Matteo, with eyes so bright they seemed to peer through time itself. "Welcome, young man," Matteo said, his voice sounding like metal tapping. "I've been waiting for you. You're the one who knows best how to make time vanish, aren't you?" Kai was startled. "I don't understand." Matteo smiled, the grin etched with deep wrinkles like Roman numerals. He placed a simple, stainless steel wristwatch on the table, its face entirely blank, with no hands and no markings. "This is the Infinite Watch," Matteo explained. "It is unique in the world. I have painstakingly collected every moment of regret humanity has felt over wasted time and converted them into a tangible number. That number ... is your remaining potential." Curiously, Kai put it on. Immediately, a teal-colored number appeared on the watch face. 9,000. It's not ours. It's a unit of potential. For every hour you spend on a frivolous activity, something you end to bring long-term value, this number would decrease by 1. Conversely, if you use your time to build, learn, or love, the number will stay the same. But most importantly, this watch has one strict rule. It never increases. You can only protect what remains. A chill ran down Kai's spine. "So, what happens if I waste all 9,000 units? When it hits zero," Matteo said, "you will find that the time around you becomes as vague as the number itself. You will lose the clarity and motivation to act. You will forever be the person who says, 'I'll do it later.'" Kai left the shop with the Infinite Watch on his wrist. At first, he found it fascinating. He decided to test it. He spent the entire evening grinding a new video game, ignoring his required linguistics book. 8,999. The number dropped. Although it was just a number, witnessing his potential deplete was deeply unsettling. He decided to stop, but then told himself, "There's one more hour. I deserve to relax." And 1 hour turned into 2, then 3. After a week of irresponsible testing, the number had fallen below 8,000. But that wasn't all. Kai began to notice something strange. Every time the number decreased, the watch glass would fog up slightly, forming a thin layer of mist. By the time the number hit 7,500, the mist was thick enough to strain his eyes when looking at it. Around that time, a golden opportunity arose. A dream internship program at a Silicon Valley tech company. The application deadline was only 48 hours away. Kai knew he needed to dedicate all that time to perfecting his CV and writing the cover letter. Yet, the pressure from the diminishing number on his wrist terrified him. He thought, "If I fail, I'll lose another 48 units of potential for nothing. It's better to do nothing at all to preserve it." This was the vicious cycle of procrastination. Fearing the waste of time, he wasted more time to avoid wasting it. He looked over at his roommate, Samuel, who was always diligently studying and doing charity work. Samuel didn't have a magical watch, but his every action showed an absolute appreciation for the present moment. Samuel had already completed that internship application last week. Kai came to Matteo in despair. The number was down to 2,348. The mist on the watch face was so thick he had to squint to see it, and the most frightening thing was that the mist seemed to have spread into his own mind. His ideas felt sluggish, and his ability to focus deteriorated. "I warned you, Kai," Matteo said. "That mist isn't physical. It's a lack of clarity. The time wasted yesterday becomes the shackles binding your actions today." Kai bowed his head. "What should I do? I only have just over 2,000 units of potential left. I'm afraid to act, because I fear I'll waste the rest of them." Matteo shook his head. "This watch is a curse if you only look at the number. That number, Kai, is the past. It represents what you have already lost. What keeps you from acting isn't the small number, but the fear of yesterday's regret paralyzing today's determination." Hearing those words, Kai suddenly understood. He stared at the accusatory flashing number 2348. He realized he had spent more time worrying about wasting time than actually using it. In a powerful moment of realization, Kai lifted his wrist and smashed the watch hard against the edge of the table. The glass shattered. The number 2348 vanished completely. A feeling of relief and freedom washed over him. There was no number to preserve, no past to regret and fear. Kai stood up, bowed to Matteo, and ran out of the shop, plunging himself into the hustle of New York. He no longer had 9,000 or 2,348 units of potential. He only had one unit. The present. He ran straight to his room, tossing aside his phone and video games. He sat at his desk, took a deep breath, and began to write. He wrote not to preserve any number, but because he genuinely wanted that internship, wanted to do the best he could in this very moment. Kai didn't finish the submission perfectly. He was an hour late, but he submitted it. And in his cover letter, he wrote about his magical watch writing, about the truth that procrastination is not a lack of time, but a lack of will to start. He wrote about the lesson that the present is the only unit of time we truly own. A few weeks later, Kai received an interview invitation. The final fable. Life doesn't give us a magical watch to count down our potential. Each of us is granted one unit of potential every day, which is the 24 hours of the present. Don't let the ghost of moments pass, or the fear of a failed future, steal your ability to act right now. Immediate action doesn't guarantee perfection, but it guarantees progress. Your time is not a bank to save from, but a river to navigate. Let go of the burden of later and start rowing now, because only action transforms potential into reality.